Hey everyone, this is the Biffster again. This is another edition of the Weight Journal video blog. This is the insanely tired and sleepy entry and the messed up hair entry. Anyway, this will be a fast one tonight. First of all, big milestone. I am now officially down 10 pounds. Woo! Since I started Weight Watchers back earlier this year. 306.6, so I hit 10-pound mark right on the nose. When I weighed in, it's like, oh no, it's going to be close. Please, 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 please. And I hit the 10-pound mark. Hopefully, I'll be able to keep that up this week and not fall underneath that, which would be a bummer. That 10-pound mark is actually a pretty big milestone for me. I know that it still leaves me with a hell of a lot of weight to lose, but it's one of those motivation things, and it's just tangible, concrete way for me to see that I am making progress. So let's see, what do I have on the plate this time? Just a few things to talk about. First of all, here in Denver, we're getting summer weather, and I hate it. I hate summer because it's too darn hot. And this is aside from, with my large body generating extra heat and being uncomfortable. Summer also puts a cramp in my normal exercise. Usually for lunch, I take off and I walk either around the city or over by the river for 45 minutes, somewhere in there. But in the summer here in Denver, even trying to get out and walk at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's just too hot, and it's going to keep getting worse. Today here in Denver, in case you're wondering, we hit 91 degrees, I believe, which that's the type of weather we usually get in the middle of July or so. Just bad, too hot. So I decided to try and shake things up a little bit, change my walking schedule. So in the morning I take light rail train in from the station close to here to our Union Station, which is maybe a 3-minute walk, 4-minute walk from my office. There's another train, however, that goes into the heart of downtown Denver. From the stop there to my office is a 20-minute walk. So what I've started to do in the morning, train drops me off at the downtown area at 6:30. 20-minute walk that gets me to my office with just a few minutes to spare, but it gives me that extra 20-minute walk. And the bonus is, since it's right at the top of the morning, gives me a little more energy and wakes me up. Also wakes me up in that I have some coffee on my way there, but that's another thing. A few links that I'm going to put up in the show notes. One is an article from Our Lady of Weight Loss about liquid calories, and she points out something that a lot of people don't realize, and that's just how much of our calorie intake comes from not so much what we eat as what we drink. I once upon a time, a long time ago, was a soda addict. What am I saying? I'm still a soda addict. The difference is I used to give in to my cravings, and lately I haven't. Sodas are really bad. 12, for those of us who do Weight Watchers, a 12-ounce can of regular soda is 3 points, unless you have a ton of points even if you have a ton of points to go for the day, that's still a huge chunk. Same thing so not just soda, but also with juices, with even milk, anything that is not water. I love my water. Diet sodas, anything that's sweetened with sugar is going to be bad for you. And it's easy to get away with, or to go through and drink more than you expected to drink. A couple weeks ago, I was adding up my points, and then I remembered that I'd had a can of orange juice and a can of soda and something else. And when I looked up the points and looked to see why I was so short that day, I realized that 9 points right there went just to drinks. Crazy. It is crazy. So, aside from doing diet drinks and water, there are still some things that you can drink that so that you don't feel like you're just boring. As I said, diet soda. There's Orange Crush. I actually happen to have a can right here. Makes a diet Orange Crush. And it is interesting because it's not 0 calories. It actually has 25 calories, so it has a tiny bit of sugar. Weight Watchers, you probably count at a point just because you can't get away with calling it free, but it's very tasty. Of course, there's coffee. Black coffee is 0 points. Iced tea, non-sweetened iced tea, 0 points. The idea is, if you want something besides water, find something that's low in points. My current favorite drink is from Peaberry Coffee. Peaberry is a local Colorado-based coffee chain, and they make what they call a Diet Cola Bear. It's their mix of a coffee-based liquid along with a Diet Coke, basically. The thing has a lot of caffeine, packs a punch, and since it's mostly just coffee and Diet Coke, it's very low points, maybe counted a point for each one. Like I said in the morning, that I give myself a little bit of jolt, and it's with a Diet Cola Bear. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, there's a blog article talking about the 50 things to do instead of snacking. It's actually a very old article. It was published in 2006, but it continues to make the rounds around here. There's a few that I really, really love on this one. Read a book. Like number 8 is read a book. Number 10 is blog and journal. 13 is surf the internet, which is interesting because that's doing more of a being more of a couch potato. But if it keeps you from snacking, then it probably weighs out. The other one that I love, number 22, play a game with your kids. Near and dear to my heart. Suspiciously, though, looking through the list, the one thing that was left off was sex. Why leave off the most fun of all the activities that you can do? Doesn't make any sense to me. So let's see, my number 1 tip for this week. One thing I found that's been working for me is putting stuff back. I'm still really bad when I go grocery shopping or when I stop at a convenience store to fill up on gas, grabbing stuff that I shouldn't, snacks that are too high points, too high sugar, etc. Popping them into my shopping cart. But then as I'm walking along a different aisle at the grocery store, I stop and I think, okay, is there anything that I should put back here? I look in the cart and say, yeah, I don't need this 4-pack of sarsaparilla. Yeah, I probably don't really need this little dessert thing. Just take a look every now and then. Take a look at what you buy and see if there's anything that you need to put back. And if there is, just put it back. Anyway, that's all I have for this week. I said this was going to be short, and it turned out not to be really. But hey, sometimes I run long. Look for us on Twitter. We're at Weight Journal. Of course, the website. I hope you're watching this there. weightjournal.com. You can email me directly, biffster@weightjournal.com. I hope you have a good week, and hopefully there'll be less of me next week.